Vin Scully, welcome to the Seth Davis Show.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
What a thrill and an honor this is for me. I guess I should say a pleasant good day to you, wherever you may be.
Which is right here at Dodger Stadium, where I belong.
Where you belong.
Absolutely.
And I can't tell you how pleased I am that not only you're with us, but that you are at the stadium where you belong. And of course, the team in July announced that you were going to come back next year, God willing, for your 66th year. Was it even a close call?
No, it wasn't. It was the usual routine. I examined my health and I was okay. I'm a super critical guy about my own work, and I thought, well, you're not doing as good a job as you used to do, but then again, who does a better job the older they get? But it was still okay, I felt, and the fans still accepted what I'm doing. And then my wife, we thought it out, and she said, hey, if you love it and you still feel good, go to it. So God willing, as you said, we'll try it again next year.
Well, you're going to be 87 in November. I read where you said that the mere thought of retirement is frightening.
Yeah, because
I know a lot of retirees who were pretty content.
Well, you know, I started working, and I'm not giving you some long story, but I started selling newspapers, and I think I was 11, and I have never stopped working, ever. And just suddenly the thought of turning off the ignition, it is frightening, because I think, what would I do? I mean, I like to read, but you can only read so much. I like to play golf, but you can get tired of that. Hang out at the club and have lunch. It was just pretty frightening for me. And the way our grandchildren are so regimented in the things they have to do, I wouldn't be seeing them that much anyway. So all in all, I thought, you know what? You're still feeling happy what you're doing, hold on to it.
Your preparation is second to none, and I'm wondering how much, you talk about being frightened about retirement, how much fear plays into maintaining your edge after doing it so long? Do you still sort of have that fear that if I don't really grind it out in my preparation, I'm not going to be good enough?
I don't think of it negatively at all. I just assume it's another game, so prepare. And that's all. I don't have any fear of I better prepare, or if I don't think that way. I just say, okay, it's like putting on a new shirt the next morning, or a tie, or whatever. It's just automatic now after all those years.
And Vin, what's extraordinary to me as a listener and a fellow broadcaster is the fact that you do still work alone in the booth. And you know, I don't know another play-by-play guy in any major sport, certainly you know, younger broadcasters on major television networks. Nobody does that. Has anyone come to you in recent years or ever to say to you, hey, why don't we get somebody in the booth with you and maybe lighten your burden a little bit?
No, I tell you what, there's no burden, first of all, and it's not an ego trip. What happened is, back in Brooklyn, when Red Barber, the great Red Barber, ran the broadcasting, and Red felt, even though there was Connie Desmond, another wonderful announcer, and me, the kid, Red always felt one man, one voice. He didn't like the idea of a lot of conversation. And the theory, as I thought about it, is simply this. If I want to sell you a car, is it better for me to talk to you directly about the merits of the car? Or do you think it's better to me talking over here to him and you're listening about the merits of the car? Well, basically, we felt, and we still do, one-on-one is better. Now, forget the network. I did the game of the week and all that other stuff. They're not interested in selling tickets in any way, shape, or form. Doing the game of the day was like the circus. You'd arrive in town, you'd have your preparation, you'd go into the ballpark, whatever ballpark it might have been, you'd do the game, and you're on the plane out of there for the next city. But that's not the way it works with a ball club, with a city. One of my jobs certainly is to be accurate, but another job is to make the game so interesting that the people watching or listening would like to come out here, buy a ticket, and actually sit in the stands. And that's really where it comes back, one man, one voice.